You know, material things, material possessions are, you know, they're cool to have, they're cool to get, but that's not the end all be all. And so not just being consumed with just the material in general. You know, there's a hyper focus on the material world, the material aspects, especially in more westernized, you know, countries, nations, is big. Everyone's, you know, even like your social status can be based upon what you're able to buy or the things that you own. So we have to just remove the material and just go back to seeing people as people.
Ho, 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 ho. No, I'm just playing. Welcome, world. Welcome, family, to another episode of the EL2A Podcast. I'm your host, Jamie Gilmore Jr. To the right of me, got Mr. Military Man, Mr. Malcolm Conkle. How you feeling today, brother?
Feeling pretty good.
I'm glad to hear it. To the right of him, we got the Rocket, the highest of 7 hills, Mr. Eddie Rocker. How you feeling today, brother?
Feeling pretty good, my guy.
I love it.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
And a Happy New Year.
If you cannot tell, we are in the Christmas spirit here. We have our Christmas gear on. We do have a Christmas party tonight. But what we're going to start off doing, what I want you guys to do, if you could put in the comments who has the best sweater on right now. I would like to think that my sweater is better than, if you can't see it, it says, do you even give? And obviously, do you lift? You feel what I'm saying? But do you even give? Mr. Miles Conoco, you know, I don't know what these two fellas got it going on, but the tree, what's that? What you got? Oh, Santa,
Snoopy.
Snoopy, oh,
you
okay.
got Snoopy. I'm riding around and getting it.
With
the Christmas gifts.
All right, y'all. So Christmas spirit, man. Merry Christmas to everybody that's watching this. As you're watching this, there are 6 days left to Christmas. So what you need to do right now, like, subscribe, and comment, man. Start what you're doing, like, subscribe, and comment. Today what we're gonna do, man, we're gonna have a great conversation. We're gonna do just a little, you know, reflection of how our year has been, some of our best podcasts. And as you're watching this, if you haven't watched the podcast, I suggest you can go back. And then we're gonna get into the Christmas spirit, man. But we're gonna start there. Actually, before we get into all that, I'm gonna do some Christmas trivia, all right? So I got these two good looking fellas, and I'm gonna do some Christmas trivia real quick to see where they're at. All right, first question, fellas, y'all ready?
Let's go.
In Home Alone, where are the McAllisters going on vacation when they leave Kevin behind?
New York,
Yeah.
Anybody know? Nope. They were going to Paris.
Paris. This was in New York. The second one. The second one that was in New York.
What's the name of the Grinch dog and how the Grinch stole Christmas?
I don't know.
Come on, bro. Oh no, Max. All right. Y'all got to know this one. Christmas Story. What is Ralphie's little brother's name in Christmas Story? Y'all don't know that either? Randy, man. That's Randy. All right, hold on. What song contains the lyrics for la 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 la? I probably don't go like that. I don't know, but y'all know it. Fa la 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 la. Yeah, that right there. That's what I was trying to say.
So, what is?
There, you said it right. Fa la 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 la.
Well, what's the question?
What's the name? What song contains that name?
What's Tis the Seal?
Is that what it's called?
That's not what it's called. That's not what it says it's called. I don't know. But it's Deck the Hall. Deck the Hall with y'all, come on, man. These boys. Y'all ain't got one yet. All right, we got to go to at least get one. All right, what's Christmas Carol? No, we ain't gonna do that. That's gonna be hard. All right, we getting a little harder now. In which country did the tradition of putting up Christmas trees originate?
Oh, it was like Swedish, Norway, one of them.
I think that's right.
Yeah, that's one of them areas.
It said Germany.
Oh, no, that's different.
But it's all right. That's Europe. That's different. Same area. They like cousins, right? They somewhat by each other. I don't know. But nah, Germany, brother. I'm sorry. Okay, we got to keep going. What year was the first Christmas card sent? No, y'all. Till what? Come on, man.
All right.
1843. All right, next question. What beverage is often left out for Santa on Christmas Eve?
Milk.
Gotta get one more. What famous ballet is performed during the Christmas season?
Nutcracker.
Thank you, man. Thank you, man. Y'all really did good. Good job, bro. Good job.
Right on.
Man, that's the end of my trivia. If you know some of those answers that these fellas left out, well, I said all the answers, never mind. But anywho, man, we've had a great year this year. If you could thank this was we actually hit our year anniversary during this year. And even on the podcast, man, we've been seeing it, man, you guys been liking, you've been subscribing. Views been going up. So we appreciate everything that's been happening. I kind of want to go back and just assess, this year, how you guys felt before we get into the Christmas theme, as far as your favorite podcast. What was your favorite episodes, each one of you individually, and why was it, your favorite episodes throughout this year? You guys want to throw one out? You got one? Anybody?
Favorite podcast?
Favorite podcast episode that we've done so far?
Ooh. I'll go first. It was a more recent one. I would say with Real Bart. The reason being is because we need more people to tell the negatives to what the streets or other people in the community may glorify. There a lot of times people glorify the street life, but they don't tell you the negatives that come with that. They don't tell you the other parts of that life. So for him to get up here and not necessarily be vulnerable, but to be transparent and let kids know and just other adults know that life isn't worth, going down or investing in.
Yeah, I like that. What about you, bro?
I don't think it's not just one. I think more so when we have our the episodes when it's just us, but being able to give game to to people is on ways to win, on ways to be find self motivation or the courage or whatever it is, because a lot of times there are a lot of people that don't move forward in life because they think it's something extrinsic, like they can't do it themselves. They have to get it. Somebody else has to motivate them. Somebody else has to push them to do whatever it is. But when we talk, like, we literally give, because there may be people that look at us that's like, "Dang, y'all got everything," or how you get to reach the level of success that y'all have, but not really realizing, like, bro, we human just like y'all. It's just we're self-motivated. And I think when we're able to give the people, the guidance, or give them the tips on how to be successful, I think that's, for me, I like to hear it, because there's knowing that we helping somebody else out that's listening to whoever that may be.
Yeah, I tell you, Mo, I do enjoy when we are on here by ourselves, to this point, to be able to get that gang. I got stitch motivation education, but I don't know why, but that Rail definitely was a good one to me. But Rashad stick out so much to me, man. Rashad, he just his level of humbleness, man. I don't know, for something that does so to me, and I tell him every time I see him, that episode really did a lot to me, because that is a person, man. You think about a person who started something from the ground up, and now you're on a Food Network, you're doing all these different things, and when you hear this man talk, he never gives himself any glory. And one thing he said in that podcast, bro, and it sticks with me to this day. And because if somebody asking me about Cut Different right now, even myself, I say we the best nonprofit. I would say that. Like, that's just, that's not being cocky. It may sound cocky, but that's just what I believe. But the man said, I can't say this is the best barbecue. I don't know what kind of barbecue, the other barbecue you had. But just the thing that when he said that to me, bro, I sat there and I was just thinking on that. I was like, you're right, brother. But what allows a person to be that humble to even think that? Because, obviously his barbecue is good. Got people driving in from other states to come taste his barbecue. But for him to be as humble enough to say something like that, bro, there's so many gems in that podcast and plenty more. Like you said, the likes of Rail, even the one with Jasmine, obviously he's a recent one, but her getting up here to be vulnerable the way she did. And
Sean was tough too.
Who?
Sean.
Was that this year? Sean Price?
Yeah. That was at the beginning of this one.
I think that was like last year. That's one of the first ones that came up.
I think, yeah, he was more so in the first of the year, but that was a real good.
So we did do that in 2024? Okay. I thought it was 2023. But yeah, that was a good one too, man. We had some good ones. And obviously, Jizzle, he probably been like, y'all ain't gonna say me. KJ had a good episode, man. But we had a good, I think we got to do that too. We got to get some more athletes back on, man. We always get our homes done. Yeah. We got to get, when we have the athletes, man, we always have a great conversation. I think when you think of influence, they always pull a big influence, and people want to see what they got to say. And I think that'd be important for us to get more athletes, man. Freddie Swain, I know you out there, man. I'll call your phone, man. Let's get on this podcast, all right? But no, fellas. So, man, with this year, so going into the new year, let's set some goal as far as people you may want to get on here. What we got to say, people, because we're gonna have some. We know we're gonna have great conversations, but if you can say one hopeful for next year, or what kind of what haven't we done yet? Like, what industry haven't we talked to that you think would be interested for us to have a person up here, or just what way do you think going into 2025? What would y'all like to see on y'all end?
I'm with Kevin Elliott, man. Yeah, Mr. Family Rattler himself. And because he played ball, in the league, and now he's doing fashion as a professional model, I guess. But he's been able to tap into different avenues that you got kids that want to do. They want to get into fashion in the sense of wanting to design, different clothing and things like that. So I think that'll be good on both sides. And he played professional football, so I think that'll be dope for him to be able to give for the kids that want to listen. Just to hear how he did it, and just the insights on what came out of it for him.
Industry, I don't think we had a musician on yet.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Chris.
Oh yeah, it's Chris. We did have Chris. We did.
Yeah.
Trying to think. I think
of the industry.
That's what I was saying. Trying to think of who or like what field we have.
It's a dude from the city. He actually works in they said like the development. It was something I was talking to him. I want to get him on. I think he does like what do we have like the with the buildings going up?
They always say like county permitting or something like that, because they know what's coming, the rate that Ocala's being built up, different stuff like that. So someone from there, I would think.
Well, Frazier might be good too.
I would think about Frazier be good too, another entrepreneur, but yeah, he'd be good too. But another thing on my end, man, and I haven't shared this with y'all, but I've been constantly thinking about it. It's something I always wanted to do, and we did it ourselves. We go on the road for our exposure trips during the summer, and we set up a podcast. But it's a couple people that as we travel this year, I want to go. I know I want to get, like, when we go to different cities, being able to set up like our podcast and have the mayors of that city come sit down with us during our exposure trips. It's a gentleman out of Jacksonville that I met last time I was in Jacksonville, and man, he's an entrepreneur, but he's actually in the wine and spirits, man. So he's he actually went to FAM. He's an alumni of FAM, and I connected with one of my leadership Florida brothers. He went to FAM. I don't think he played. He did play basketball. I think he played basketball. I don't know, anywho. But he had his own cognac, I believe. Cognac or not? It is cognac. I don't know, one of them. But he's in the wine and spirits, bro. He got his own. But I told him next time we go out there, got to get him on a pod. And this stuff is like in store. Like you could go to the ABC right now and get this stuff. So I definitely want to have him, and y'all boys can taste test his stuff.
I'll show you.
Check it out.
Absolutely.
But I think that'll be a good, man. Us being able to just highlight different entrepreneurs when we go to different cities and be able to collab like that, man. That'll be good for our podcast and be able to spread the brand as well. So that's for me. So we're gonna do that, man. But man, glad to have y'all fellas here. Glad to be with y'all fellas. But in the holiday spirit, man, we in Christmas, ho. One thing I want to turn it to the Christmas spirit. Is there one thing in your life, like for Christmas, or like when you can think back to childhood that you wanted that you never got? If you get this thing, man,
go-kart.
A what? A go-kart. Okay, yeah, I like that. What about yourself, brother man?
And a trampoline.
We didn't.
Wow, you remember they shooting?
I get it.
I would not get it all.
Yeah.
No, I think my brother. I think we asked for a trampoline, but our cousins that live close by had one. We kind of just used it like it was ours.
So far, I was going to keep it so out.
I don't really know. I don't really think. I would say probably. Yeah, we never got like an individual trampoline. I know we asked for. I think we asked for like a wave rider one year.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we ever got that.
Yeah. What's a wave ride?
Like it's basically like jets.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You gonna go to the water? Like you need the water? You can do it on the road.
Do the like at the lake.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Nah, that'd be cool. I was trying to think about mine. I think we the same thing. I think we always. I never was like a dirt bike guy, but like a four-wheeler or something like that. I never forget my dad when he brought that four-wheeler to the house from his friend, and we got to use it for a little like a month. It was a minute we had that thing. That thing was fast, but we never got one. I'm glad we asked because those things are dangerous, man. But yeah. Anywho, man, in the Christmas spirit, brothers. I think we all went out, and me and Brother Roy actually was sitting at a table when we were down at Harris the other day, and I was telling Brother Roy, I was like, man, it's something about this Christmas spirit, man. It just makes me feel good. And I was telling them, you know what it is? It's because look at everybody else. Like, look how everybody else, you can see the vibrancy in everybody. Everybody's out. Everybody's enjoying each other. And the love is something that comes to mind. Just happiness is something that comes to mind. And my question is to you guys, how can we transfer that? Like, how can our viewers, how can we as people be able to transfer the same energy that we feel right now during this season throughout the whole year and not have to wait till Christmas to be this happy, man? How do you think we go, you all right, my brother?
Man.
It's like your water, man. I know. But But how can we go about carrying that spirit throughout the year?
Mm-hmm. Just being intentional about giving. Not if the way I look at it is like every day I try, and this is a prayer I do every morning. I ask for God to put me in a position to do something for someone or to help someone get through whatever it may be, whether it's a word of encouragement, whatever it may be. So just praying that every morning, and that just sets my mind to already, before I leave out my room, before I leave out my house, to have a mindset of looking at where I can do something for someone else or to help someone else out. So it's just like, I don't want to say like repetition, because then people make it like a ritualistic thing. Like they're making giving or helping people like a ritual, when more so it's like, it's just getting comfortable, just cultivating that spirit of just being of assistance to folks.
Yeah, you know how so people say it's better to give than receive. As a kid, you don't understand that, but as you get older in life, well, I'm not gonna speak for everybody. Let me say for myself. As I got older in life, it started feeling better to give you something than you giving me something, and that's how I feel. What do y'all think that it do? Because not everybody has that, but what in a person allows them to flip that switch to be, more wanting to give something to somebody else? You get, because that's not an age thing. That's just like maturity. Like maturity is not an age thing. Where does that come from?
I think it's just awareness. I mean, that's one of the things that I struggle with. Where Q is terrible with it. When you, and when I say he's terrible with this, because we've been blessed to give him basically everything that he's asked for, and when you're younger, all you do, you just want. You're not concerned about what others lack and what they're not able to attain, per household. People have their own situations at home that, for whatever reason, they can't enjoy a Christmas the way that we do. So when being aware, I don't know when it happened, but like you say, it was just a matter of fact. It was 2018 or 19 when we were in Tallahassee. Q's daycare, they had basically you could sign up. They had families on a sheet, and they had, I guess, the families put down like what they wanted for their kids. Of course, we did it. We chose one. So at first, when I initially did, I was like, to myself, like, why are we doing this? At first, that's what I was. But then as I was going to the stores, and after we purchased everything, we brought it all back. The lady, one of the ladies that worked there, she started crying when she seen everything, like as people started coming in. But she started crying. She was like, we got the best families in the world, giving to other people. Mind you, daycare not cheap. Like what we were paying, so to be able, and it's Christmas, so you still got to pay, your monthly fees or weekly fees for daycare. Then you still got your own household that you got to take care of, but then you're helping to supply somebody else's house. And I think for me, then that's like, the art of giving, especially around that time. I think that's that's like the most important thing. I mean, and it's cliche when you hear it or when when somebody else says it, but again, when you're aware of knowing that other people don't always get to have what we have, it's like it opens your eyes.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing too. Not knowing. So you see people talk about that. You see the homeless people on the street, but you really don't know. In the sample, like when you going into school, for a kid, when you're going into school, like it ain't even as deep as talking about a homeless person. It's probably talking about the man right next to you, like buddy that's over there laughing in the corner every day. He go home and to chaos, or he go home to not what you have, water not running, and all these different things. And I think that eye-opener, that's the most important, because it had to seem real. It had to be able to, like, okay, because as a kid, when you see a homeless person, it's like they're supposed to be there. Like it's supposed to be homeless people, but it's not. My friend in my class ain't supposed to go home and not have running water. Like that don't make sense. And I think if they can see, more people can see that all open. And again, we talking about kids, even going into adults. You got, people, grown people out here that's self-centered, right now in this season, can't wait to see what they got under the tree, man. And this is real talk. So I think when we talking about spreading love, I think, and it's a society thing. Let's even talk about that. How society we have given so much power to, I guess, the holiday spirit, and how the stores and how everything, do certain things to make people feel a certain way. And we took the emotional connection out of it. It's more about giving, instead of like emotional support. Because one of the big things about holidays is people not having their loved ones here. A lot of people missing people, but still the focus ain't about wrapping. The main focus ain't about like going to find somebody who lost somebody and wrap your arms around. The focus is go buy somebody a present. You get what I'm saying? Or get whoever a present. And what do y'all think if we can do that? You know what I mean? If we were more focused on other people and giving people love during this time, don't y'all think? Can y'all agree that we'll be in a better place? Y'all agree with that, fellas? Well, so what can we do? So we got to give out. We always talk about things. But what are some things we can do as far as to give people some advice or some things they can do? As far as this season, what are some things our followers, our viewers can do right now to show more love during this Christmas season?
Remove the material. Material things, material possessions are, they're cool to have, they're cool to get, but that's not the end all be all. And so not just being consumed with just the material in general. There's a hyper focus on the material world, the material aspect, especially in more westernized, countries, nations, is big. Everyone's, even like your social status can be based upon what you're able to buy or the things that you own. So we have to just remove the material and just go back to seeing people as people and seeing that, it's more than just buying stuff for folks. You can sit there and, do for others, do for others. It doesn't always require a whole lot, just being a shoulder for someone to lean on during a bad time, offering a few moments of your day for them to talk on the phone with you, vent, whatever it may be. It's just finding those little moments that can mean so much to someone else, and just being just vigilant for those moments.
Yeah. And one advice I would give, man, especially for parents out there, if you're a parent right now, man, I would do your best to be able to show your kids, man, to flip their mindset of what this season actually mean and what they should be doing during this time. And that could be, taking them out to do some volunteer work, some community service. As far as there's so many things that go on, it's just feeding, or if it's just whatever, taking toiletry items out to somebody, man, because that's what may seem to you is maybe small, whatever it is, that mindset shift of to your family of being able to do that thing, man, it'd be so big to your kids, because they'll learn to grow up doing that, to giving back, and then that's something they'll crave and they'll want to do, and then their kids will want to do it. And that's how we change generations, man. We got to change these kids at an early age of getting a mindset of what they see about this time, man. Again, we got a whole bunch of young people under our care right now, and I bet that's not what they're thinking about. You know what I mean? More so they think about what they're gonna wake up to, and I think it's important that we just change. So from my advice to you, parents and even parents, man, you go out there and check on your friends. You know what I mean? Make it more so about getting up, calling somebody, that making sure everybody good. And this is even advice I'm taking for myself, because this is something I don't do, man. I'm gonna call right now. I'm taking on the challenge for myself, man. On the day of Christmas, I'm calling 5 of my friends I probably ain't talked to in a while, and I'm just gonna check on them, make sure they good, and that's what it's gonna be, man. So I think we should do that. That's my challenge to the viewers, man. You're 5 people on Christmas Day, 6 days from now. I need you to call 5 people, man, just check on them, make sure they're good, and just wish them a happy and a Merry Christmas, man. So we can do that, and Happy New Year's. And what I want y'all to know, man, on this episode, on this podcast, man, we're going to keep it going. We got a lot of stuff in store for the new year. We just shared a little bit now, and I hope y'all been enjoying the content, but we got to get y'all, man, coming. We won't know what you guys want until you tell us. So, man, make sure you put it in the comments, telling us what you want and what you want to see from us in our upcoming episodes, and we'll make sure we have it, man. But again, we just wanted to get on and spread some Christmas love, give you guys some just some tips, man, of what you should do and what you should be thinking about on this season. We got Eddie back there dying, so he had to leave, so it's all good. I think he's coming back right now. But as we wrap, any last parting words you want to give for this? Oh, he took his mic off. Any last parting words? He was dying for real. Any parting words you want to give to people for this Christmas? I ain't ready to walk in front of the walk right in the camera, didn't he, bro? Rory? Jesus Christ. Any parting words you want to give to people? Any of y'all before we spend? And we got a Christmas party tonight, man. We about to go party. We got a Christmas party tonight with our boy. We about to get chocolate cover wasted. And anywhere, I'm just talking that. Any words you want to give to people before we get off, y'all too, man?
I just say the season of giving is year round.
That boy short itself.
Man. Nah, and I walked out on your feedback that you were giving, but it is important to give, man. And the younger that we can, and I go back to that, the younger that we can get everybody, and I think that's what you say. How can we get people to change, or how can we get everybody to be in that spirit of giving? We got to do it at a younger age, and that's what I think I said it before on the podcast. Where I want my kids to be able to see, because there are people that's less fortunate, and if they're able to see that and witness that at a younger age, I think their heart and their minds will be in the same place to bring that awareness to help change and cultivate the community and just worldwide. Yeah.
Love it, man. Hey, man, stop what you're doing right now. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. All right, it's Christmas now. And I know I just talked about, receiving and all that. I mean, giving and all that. But right now, could you please do me a favor and just hit the like button, you know what I mean? Just give us, that's all we ask for. Just hit the like button, but subscribe, man. But in all sincerity, man, we appreciate y'all. We don't take it lightly that you guys watch this content. And I know you guys are coming back because we see it. We see you coming back. And we see you guys keep watching, man, and it means the world to us. But, man, we're going to keep going up. 2025 is soon. Next week, tap in. We got Miss Consuela Shaw, licensed mental health counselor, going to be on the podcast, man. She's going to give you some great knowledge about that, your mental, and going into the year 2025. So make sure you're tuning in. But other than that, man, Merry Christmas. All right, man, we'll see y'all next time.